According to the stories that the wise Nahua elders told Friar Andrés de Olmos, the music came to mankind through their old deities. The Lord of the Wind asked the musicians from the House of the Sun to go back to Earth with him and carry the precious sound which will the humans use to honor the divinities givers of life. It was told that one of the musicians that went down to Earth to teach the human beings to play the instrument was the Teponaztli. Perhaps that's the reason why the Teponaztli is the instrument of pre-Columbian origin that we can find with most current use among the contemporary indigenous peoples. It's still being used on a ritual context in several places of Mexico. For instance, in the mountain region in the state of Guerrero, by the Nahua, Tlapaneco, and Mixteco ethnicities, it's performed in rain request dances and ceremonies. In the North Mountain Range in the state of Puebla, the Nahua people use it on healing rituals. In the Huasteca region, Nahuas and Huastecos use it on harvest dances and ceremonies. In the central region of Mexico, Tlahuicas, Mazahuas, Nahuas, and Otomís played for dances and other rituals. In the east side of the state of Yucatan and the Maya region of the state of Quintana Roo, the Maya people use it with musical purposes, but there it's called tuncul. The Spaniard chroniclers of the 16th century described the Teponaztlis, and they distinguished some differences between the drums they knew and the way the Teponaztlis were built. Of course, the Europeans could only describe those instruments from their own cultural references. It sounds like the drums the Negroes make, though it doesn't have leather, but some holes and cuts that goes through a hollow part. The way of playing was familiar to the Spaniards, although the shape and the way it sounded was not, and they describe it in some chronicles. It's played like the drums from Spain, with sticks, but it's built differently, and they call it Teponaztli. During the pre-Columbian time, we can find several evidences that show the use of Teponaztli. There are representations mainly from the post-classic period in the many regions that Mesoamerica is divided for its study. Painted in codex, carved in stone, shaped with clay, and of course, the ones made of hollow trunks. We can highlight that most of the times the Teponaztlis were represented played with sticks with rubber ends, and with a round base placed under the instrument. This element, besides having an acoustic function, could be considered as the seat of the instrument. The seats in the pre-Columbian cultures were meant for the characters with hierarchy. From our point of view, this detail places the Teponaztli not just as a musical instrument, but as a divine person. Currently, the Teponaztli still has traditional use by indigenous people, and it has had continuity even in the mestizo culture. It has also served as a valuable musical resource in the contemporary creations of different styles and genres, which proves that the Teponaztli can have as much musical qualities as any other musical instrument.